In today's video, I have another 3 pound of grab bag of world coins. From this dealer, there's usually some good coins, maybe not any great coins because he sells them individually as well, but you can't beat the price at $16, and that's about $5 to $6 a pound on here. And so there's always stuff in here that I think makes it worth the money. So like usual on a video like this, I'm going to pour all these coins out into my little viewing area here, and then we're going to go through and pick out the ones that I think are worth talking about. And so this is a bigger bag, and let me make sure that none of them fall off the edge here. And so on a video like this, since the video stopped recording after about 30 minutes or so, I want to make sure that I don't run past that. But let's see what we've got here. All right, I'm going to start with this 1 peso at the bottom. Let me zoom in a little more. Not sure what country this is from yet. It's going to be from Argentina, so I didn't happen to recognize that peso at the beginning. Here is a coin from Vietnam, 1964, probably the Vietnam coin that I see the most often. It's a coin that appears to be made out of zinc from Belgium. From World War I on this side, just the dancing lion covered by encircled by some flowers. But on this side, I think, yeah, if you've seen Belgium coins before where they make two different versions of the coin, one that says Belgian, one that says Belgique, and this one has both of them on there. I still think there are two varieties of it, just depending on which version or which spelling of the country they list first. So still look out for the two varieties on that. Here is a coin from Brazil, I believe. Yep. Rui Barbosa. Can be a 20 centavos. There's a lot of coins that look like that from the 40s and 50s from Brazil. Here's a little bit newer, 50 centavos, 1958. $2 coin from the British Caribbean territories, which are now known as the Eastern Caribbean states. I don't think they make this large 2-cent coin anymore. Let's go to this one from Portugal, 1931. Going to be an escudo. This is one of those coins that I always find in well-worn condition. There's a 50, a half escudo that looks very similar. Another one from Brazil. This one is aluminum, 20 Cruzeiros from 1965. And I like how it has a relief map of the country of Brazil on here. The one that's made out of brass, I think, also looks really nice because it's not as soft as a metal. Here's a 10 shilling coin from Austria. So these aren't that hard to find, but before they switched to the euro, these would have had a foreign exchange value of about 60 to 70 cents in the United States. Another Argentina coin. That one's going to be 10 pesos. The last time I made a video like this, it had one of these newer 10-cent coins from the Bahamas, but it was all scratched up. This one looks the way it should. So I really like the redesign of their coins, and I think this is the best of them all on the 10 cents. Coin from Israel. It got a spot on it, but otherwise still has some good luster to it. Here's a coin that I usually don't find with luster on it. It's the Netherlands Antilles from 1963. This is a design that lasted in the Netherlands dating back to the 1800s, and they continued to use it in Curaçao, and then when that became known as the Netherlands Antilles. So nice to see that coin in uncirculated condition on the 1 cent coin. A little bit of toning on that copper coin. Get this one from Jamaica right here. With the 20 cents, a nice larger coin. Here's the modern 1 peso from the Philippines. I really like this design. Jose Rizal, 2018, I think is the first year that they started to make this coin. And I really love the new series from there. Here's a coin from Hong Kong. A little corroded. Very corroded. 50 cents from 1978. Spain had a lot of coins which were 1-year commemoratives that they would switch out every year. This is one of them. The 5 pesetas from Asturias from 1995. The coin from Colombia, 1964. Featuring Calarca. Somaliland. It'll be a 5 shilling coin, and they have the writing for shilling like they do in Britain, which is 5 slash and a dash. The animal on here is the elephant parent and child. 2005. That's a nice one. Another one from Portugal, going to be 10 centavos. It's a pretty common French coin that you don't see as often. It has Republique Française written in cursive on a stainless steel coin. And I think they made these in 1, 2, and 5 centimes varieties. They're all pretty tiny. Those were the lowest value circulating coins before they switched to the euro. Here is from Peru. We have a half a sol de oro from 1964. I feel like I used to find these a lot more often when I started coin collecting about 20 years ago. I don't really see those as much anymore. We had the 10 centavos earlier, so here's the 50. Similar design on the back of that. Aluminum coin from Yugoslavia. 50 par. I think I usually see that coin in brass more often. Here is a Greek euro coin where they have in Greek on their side, showing off 10 lepta. So even though it's the euro coin, they still reuse the names of their coins that they are familiar with on theirs. So that's why it says 10 lepta on that side, but this side is going to be the same as all the other euro coins. Here's another one from Peru. This was a 1-year commemorative on several of their circulating coins. They made a 400th anniversary tribute to the mint at Lima in 1965. So I guess the first coins were minted there in 1565. And I see these every so often, but I'm glad to find the largest full sol on this one. So that one's a neat find on here. Another from Portugal. This is the 5 escudo. One time this coin was made out of silver, but I'm guessing they stopped that by 1963, or it wouldn't have been in this mystery lot. I found a nice one here in the pile. Bimetallic coin of Great Britain. This is the new design of the 1 pound coin, where it is now bimetallic. It's easier to find these coins from the 80s and 90s where it was just as thick, had, maybe a little bit thicker than this one, had some edge writing, maybe a little bit smaller, but I didn't have any of these until now, and I'm glad that this is in this lot because I came very close to paying about $3 for just this coin from another dealer. So really glad to find that one. This coin's going to be from Ethiopia. Featuring a lion, and there are three different versions of this coin that have to do with whisker length and how much of a gap there is between the nose and the edge of the coin on here. So that's something to watch out for. Here is a coin from New Zealand that features a mask. Let me flip it over to this side, 1967. This threw me off for a moment. Let's ignore the 1 shilling there on it for a bit, but this design, this mask stayed onto the 10-cent coins for quite a while. But I guess in the earliest days of when they switched to the decimal system, they kept the word shilling on here, I suppose. So yeah, that's a coin that I don't find quite all that often. A larger coin from the Philippines, 1 peso. Another one with Jose Rizal, who we saw on the modern 1 peso coin. This one dates back to 1981. Modern coin from Sweden, going to be 50 ore. 3 crowns on the coin usually means it's from Sweden. Modern coin from Netherlands Antilles, going to be 2007. They've kept that design for several decades. This is going to be a coin. That's not a 0. That's how they draw the 5 in Arabic. Sometimes it looks round, but in some places it's more of a raindrop shape. And then, so with the date right here, that looks like 1970 on our calendar, but I just told you that 0 is really a 5. They draw their 6 to look like a 7, so this coin is actually dated 1965. Here's one from Indonesia, a modern coin, 2016 rupiah. A lot of their coins from that 1 year feature different doctors on them. I think I've got 3 of the series so far, but I already had this one. Dr. Herman Johans, I guess. Professor Doctor. That one's nice. Well, if that pound was from Britain was my favorite coin so far, this was going to be my second favorite. This is a country that you don't see very often. Cabo Verde, or we would find it in our catalog as Cape Verde. A 20 escudos coin from 1994. So this is the design that makes you know that it's from Cape Verde. And on this one, we've got a sailboat. Novus de Alegria. So that's going to be the second coin in this video that I already know that I didn't have. Next, let's see another coin from Bahrain. This is a modern coin from Bahrain, dated 1992. So there's 100 and other denominations that have a similar look, where the larger number, it appears to be covered up by a box where I think it says Fields in there, but there are going to be 2 different versions of this coin. One's going to be State of Bahrain, the other is going to be Kingdom of Bahrain. Get to another zinc coin from Belgium. I think we had the 25 cent earlier, so here's the 10 centimes. From the same series. It must come from the same place because it's got that white residue on it. From Thailand. I'm glad that they started adding R numerals onto these coins so I can see the 2 there in the bottom corner. A 2-baht coin. A little corroded, but here we have King Rama IX. Here is a coin from Spain that I don't see very often. I find the 1 peseta of this coin very often, but I don't think they made the 2.5 pesetas very long. The 1953 series. That one's a good pickup. Here is a 50 franc coin from 1951. Pay close attention to the B mint mark, because if you see a B, that means it's rarer than the ones made in Paris with the A mint mark, and a C is even rarer than that. So this coin might have a book value of $5 just on its own. Let's move to this one sucre right here from Ecuador, 1964. Here is a modern coin from Malaysia. I think the series started mid 2010s. This one's dated 2016. The back, it tends to have just a different pattern on it. This one appears to have 5-pointed flowers, dots and lines. Here's a Philippines coin, 5 centavos. This comes from the time where they were making silver coins, but they didn't make the 5 centavos out of silver when the United States was making these coins. So there is your San Francisco S mint mark at the very bottom. We saw a British Caribbean Territory coin earlier. Here is after it's become the East Caribbean States. 2009, 10 cents. With Queen Elizabeth. And then here is the 25 cents. I think they make these coins the same shape and size as United States coins. They're also pegged to the US dollar, but not at a 1-to-1. I think it's more like a 1.7 US dollars to one of theirs. Then here is the 5-cent coin, back when it was the older name, the British Caribbean Territories. So we've got the older portrait of the Queen on that one. Look at a couple of coins from Nicaragua. Here is a 1 Cordoba from 2000. Nicaraguan coins have this triangle with the radiant cap shining down on 5 mountains inside that triangle. Then half of the value of that one is the 50 centavos, this one from 1997. Similar design there. If you like pigs, here is a coin for you, 1999, 1 cent from Bermuda. Back to a coin from Brazil, we've got this aluminum 50 centavos. We saw that design earlier. From Argentina, the horseback, 10 pesos. And then we have another sailboat with 5 pesos from 1962. Let's get this shiny coin from Chile, a brass coin with the condor on it. At one time they had a coin that they called the condor. This one's going to be 5 centésimos from 1965. This was at a time when they used a different currency for a short time. You'll see the E with a little degree symbol next to it. Now take a close look at this one. I wonder if there is a mint error, because it seems like there's some raised lines through here on there. If you know what kind of error that is, let me know in the comments. I'm not an error specialist. We've got the Santiago mint mark here at the very bottom with the S with the tiny little O on top of it. From Panama, we have 5 centésimos of a Balboa, another country that pegs itself to the dollar, and these days they make their coins the same shape, size, and metal content as United States coins. So this is going to weigh as much as a US 5-cent nickel. Here's this isn't a rare coin from Mexico, but I usually don't see it all shiny. So 1959, 10 centavos. So nice to see that one in that condition. It's a 5 centavos coin from Ecuador, 1945. Older low-value coin from Spain of aluminum, 10 centimos. Another one that I usually don't see this nice. 1959 is the date the coin was first made. I don't know if this one has the star on it that tells you when the coin was really made. I don't see that, so I'm going to go with 1959 On the Dios Centavos coin, look at this old coin from, I believe, Lebanon. Looks like 1900 as a year on the bottom of that. As we saw earlier, those raindrop shapes usually really mean a 5, so it's 1955. On this 1 piastre, and there we see 1955 on using our number system. Another Argentina. I've been picking up a lot of new Argentina coins from my collection here recently. This one features Jose de San Martin. I believe this one's going to be Czechoslovakia. It's going to be a 1 Halero from 1962. Republic Oriental del Uruguay, featuring Artigas from 1960. 10 centésimos. We have a coin from Aruba. Their design has not changed in several decades, ever since that coin was first produced. Another Spain commemorative, 5 pesetas coin, Menorca Reserva de la Biosfera. Islas Baleares, with your Madrid mint mark right here, M with the crown on top of it. Coin from Barbados. Let's move to this coin from Malaysia. For a while, all their coins had this design on it, the government building with the crescent moon and star next to it, for different denominations, but just the number would change. So this one's 20 sen from 1977. We had a State of Bahrain coin earlier. This one's going to feature the Kingdom of Bahrain from 2005. And if my memory serves me correctly, this one in the center of the circle features some primitive art that was found in Bahrain. We flip this one over. It's the 25 fils. It's a modern coin from Poland, although not the newest design. The newest design actually has some rings around it to make the eagle a little bit smaller. Going to be the 1 zloty. Oh, here we go. This is the way it looks. We've got the 2 rings around it. A smaller eagle, 2019. Still the 1 zloty. I like this coin from New Zealand. Another one with Queen Elizabeth. It is the smaller design of the, this is a good video for sailboats. But it is a reduced size. This one used to be the size of an American $50, I believe. Next from Argentina, we've got 20 centavos, but also Jose San Martin. This is going to be a French territory, French Polynesia, so Tahiti and Bora Bora, featuring a 2-faced mask on this 10 franc coin. A couple of coins from Costa Rica, the 2 colones. Their coins don't have a lot of, they all pretty much look around about the same, but they do have some slight varieties on them if you look in your catalog. This one is aluminum as a 10 colones coin, so this one's going to be newer. From Romania, here is a 10 Bani coin. Italy's going to have the 20 lira with this leaf design. 1959. And this face, which I believe later appeared on the standard circulating 200 lira. Another Mexican coin that you easy to find, but usually not in with some luster to it. The 5 centavos coin with Josefa. Earlier we saw the Peru coin featuring the 400th anniversary of the Lima Mint. Here is a smaller and a smaller denomination coin. This one's going to be the half Sol de Oro. Then I've got one more here, which is same design but smaller, and the 10 centavos. So there's probably a 25 centavos out there somewhere. Here is the coin from Switzerland that doesn't look like the larger ones. All it has is a plus on this side, 1952. The one Rapin coin with a B mint mark. Next we have a coin from Zimbabwe. Another coin from Indonesia. The 50 rupiah features a Komodo dragon. I know when our zoo got one of those, they really hyped it up for a while. Here's another Panamanian coin. This one features a folded ribbon, so it's a quarter of a Balboa. I think there is a colorized version of this coin. Still the size and weight of a United States $quarter. Trying to find the remaining gems in here before the video cuts off at about the 33-minute mark. Thanks for watching so far. Here is an older coin from Argentina, dated 1948. We've got the number 10 between a stalk of wheat and some cattle. Then here's a tiny coin from Uruguay, also with Artigas, so we saw one of these earlier. This one is the 2 centésimos coin. Sir Milton Margai. This is the coin I find the most often from Sierra Leone, the 1/2 of a cent from 1964. We had the aluminum 50 para from Yugoslavia earlier. Here is the twice of that. You have 1 dinar, also an aluminum coin from 1953. Similar look at that side. Here is one of the few coins that were continued to be made out of zinc even after World War II was well over for several decades. It's the Austrian 5 Groschen coin. So on rare occasions you can find this coin before the zinc turns black on here. So when you find one that hadn't turned black, it looks like it's made out of copper nickel. If you can imagine this coin that's now black that used to look like it was nice and shiny, that's what you have. Here's the tiniest circulating coin from Spain before they went to the euro. It's their tiny aluminum 1 euro coin, 1 peseta coin, featuring Juan Carlos I. Another 10 centavos. This one's from Brazil, featuring Getulio Vargas. Another Brazilian coin, featuring Presidente Dutra. (1956). So modern Ecuador coins, usually you find them in the year 2000. I think they have a 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50 centavos. They all have the large number with these kind of angled lines that run underneath it. But the 1 centavo, I like how it has the shows the entire American continents. Another coin from Brazil. This one's going to be the 2 Cruzeiros from 1949. And so again, we have the full relief of the of Brazil. So you can see the path of the mountains, I mean the path of the rivers and the mountains on here. Older coin from Germany. We have a 1 Reichspfennig, probably from the Weimar Republic days, with an A Berlin mint mark. That coin's usually in better shape than I typically find it. We had the 10 shilling earlier from Austria. Here's the 5 shilling. That one circulated for a while. Here's a 10 forint modern coin from Hungary. Follow that up with a 50. So a lot of their coins these days have that kind of design to them with just the larger numbers, but the back of it tends to be more interesting, featuring some kind of, I guess that's a hawk or something. Another aluminum Cruzeiros coin from Brazil. Well, this one's aluminum. Half a shekel from Israel, featuring the 7 candlestick menorah. From Peru, we've got the 10 centavos. Lots of different variations on this coin, so I always have to double check the catalog every time I find one of those. Modern 50 centimos. I like the modern design of the Lima mint mark on that one. The brass 5 Yao, 2003. Get a Venezuelan Bolivar, another coin that has a lot of variations over the year that I have to look up each one. I've been finding a lot of these Colombia low denomination copper coins in uncirculated condition lately. So here's another one, 5 centavos on that one. Last check to see if there's anything we need to cover. I'll finish it off with these 3. Here's the design of modern Saudi Arabia coins. The 2 curved swords with a palm tree above it, along with a bunch of Arabic writing I can't read. But on this side, that's going to be a date of 1420. So maybe about 2000 or so. Going to be 25 halala on that. And then we're going to finish off with a couple of Taiwanese coin. Then the last one's going to have an actual shape of the island on aluminum. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.